Hello, this is my Vogue presentation for Introduction to Sociology. My name's Adirah Walker, and stay tuned. So, just about Vogue, a little bit about, the magazine and basically the demographics. So, Vogue is a high-end, classy fashion and lifestyle magazine. The demographics are women ages 18 and up, middle to upper class, high income earners, or aspirational. They're interested in beauty, fashion, and luxury culture. Sociological lens, culture and consumerism. Vogue promotes elite tastes that only people of high socioeconomic status can afford, and fashion trends. Social class, ads reinforce aspirational lifestyles. So basically, anyone could look at the Vogue magazine, right? But not everyone can afford what's actually on the magazine, and to me, that's what kind of counts when they have all these ads, especially when we're looking at ads. If lower status people, they can't afford these things, so it's their demographic, their target audience is like upper class people or people who like aspire to be like that. So for my first ad, this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and basically the characteristics of the ad is the tagline. If you see, it says wear confidence. So when you look at that, it links makeup to self-worth. And then the also, like, kind of below it, it says diverse shade range known, over 55 shades, all skin tones, all undertones. So basically, what we see this black woman, and we see a bunch of different tones of makeup below her. So the model represents, basically it gives us representation for the African American community, because a lot of the times with makeup, black people, we have to think, oh, are they going to have that foundation, or they going to have this, they're going to have that to like match the undertone of the skin. But with this, it says that you can wear confidently their makeup because that they will have your foundation tone, since they have more than 55 shades. So the target audience for this ad is women of color and underrepresented women. So basically, women who are not represented in the makeup industry. Also women who value inclusivity. So basically people, a lot of brands, they're not as inclusive, but this one is inclusive. So that is also a target audience for that. So just a continuation off this slide, the sociological concepts are symbolic interactionism, and then its foundation symbolizes, self-worth, and basically just you see that how it says wear confidence. Basically, if you're not wearing that foundation, then you're not having confidence. Race and representation from chapter 8, more diverse representation than other beauty ads. A lot of the times other beauty ads are very like European centric, and this one is an African American lady. So message of the ad is positive, promotes inclusivity in beauty, also that you could have the confidence as a person of color to wear their makeup because they will have your shade. So for this is the L'Oreal Paris Signature Matte Lip Stain. As you can see just from the photo, it is another African American woman. So the characteristics of this ad, the slogan, because you're worth it. Close-up lip shot showing the appealing effect the lipstick has. So basically we see another representation of the African American woman, but this time it's more bold and expressing bold femininity. And the target audience is women seeking empowerment. A lot of the times that red color is that empowering color, that like bold, just strong color. And it also represents like racial, like we were saying, racial inclusivity and bold femininity. So for this, the sociological concepts, gender, socialization, women taught appearance is central to value. Basically, when it says, wear confidence because you're worth it, that kind of message, it's like, okay, well, if I didn't have it, am I still worth it? Or like, you know what I mean? It's just a little different. And then the culture, so I found that like kind of with the red lipstick culture is linked to beauty ideals and confidence. The message of the ad includes diversity, encourages empowerment. The ad also links worth empowerment to beauty consumption because of the slogan, because you're worth it. Just so like I said earlier, if I'm not worth it, what if I'm not worth it? Like, just because I don't get it, I'm not worth it. So it's kind of very confusing. So this ad is something that a lot of women can relate to. This is the Always Pad campaign. So it says 60% of women are wearing the wrong size pad. All of them can change that. It shows a diverse group of women. So basically, the women on the top, the 5 women, with the different pad sizes below them. And this ad focuses on body education rather than glamorization. So they're not saying, oh, you have to get this pad, you have to do this, you have to do that. It's more just kind of educating you on the real number of women who are experiencing pad problems. And this is the target audience for women who have menstrual cycles, women who struggle finding the appropriate size pads. So for the sociological concept, culture and norms, Ferris and Stein, chapter 3, breaking menstrual taboos, menstrual cycles are often not talked about in the widespread media, and they're often kind of frowned upon in the media. Like a menstrual cycle, you're supposed to kind of, keep it to yourself kind of thing. Don't tell anyone if you're struggling with that. But the message of the ad promotes inclusivity, normalizes menstruation. However, it still links empowerment to consumption due to the tagline, all of them can change that. So you are still, you could change that by buying their pads in particular. So it still has that idea of consumption, even though it's not very a glamorized ad. So this ad is the kombucha ad, Follow Your Gut. And the characteristics of this ad is a light-skinned, young, fit woman in stylish clothing. Tagline is big mood, small batch, follow your gut. And the target audience for this is Gen Zs, millennials, middle upper class wellness consumers, marketed as trendy, healthy lifestyle choices. So basically just saying big mood, small batch, having that kombucha will basically, even a small batch could do big mood things. So the sociological concepts for this is social class and cultural capital. So basically, small batch of kombucha equals elite wellness trend. Cultural capital equals non-financial assets like taste, knowledge, lifestyle choices that give social advantages. So basically, having that kombucha will give you a social advantage. The message of the ad, this kombucha ad shows how wellness products often serve as markers of social class. Choosing small batch kombucha signals not just health, but also cultural capital, the idea that you belong to a trendy, higher status wellness culture. So, people of a low socioeconomic status may not relate as much to that ad than someone of a higher status. So with this last slide, this is our concluding slide. Patterns across all ads. So across all the ads, there is a strong focus on wellness and women's empowerment. The underlying message suggests that by purchasing these products, women can not only take better care of themselves, but also feel stronger, more confident, and empowered in their daily lives. So these are just some concepts that I've seen throughout the ads that they all kind of fit into one of these. So gender roles, representation in media inequality, symbolic interactionism, social class and cultural capital, and culture and socialization. So, if you look into these meanings, we could see that a lot of these ads meet these criteria. So women's value linked to appearance, the confidence, empowerment, the representation. There's been more diversity shown. There's been African American women in most of these ads, actually all of these ads. And just basically some products symbolize confidence, empowerment, authenticity, or health. Social class and cultural capital, luxury, beauty, and wellness products mark class status and lifestyle. And then just ads that teach norms around beauty, health, and wellness. So that's culture and socialization. So these things all kind of came together. So here are my references. And thank you for watching my presentation. Have a good day.